I know the timer's about to run out, but I really need to go change my shirt. I'll be back in 2 seconds. I've just realized. Oh my god. Good afternoon and welcome to Soul Reaver 2. I am well excited to play this game. I really want to play this game, and it's my birthday, so I'm gonna play the game I want to play. So how about we get a few hours of over in here. How do you post to Facebook? Hold on. Ah, there we are. Oh man, like Facebook's a mess. I'm also really ill still. So my voice is shot and I'm gonna be coughing. But Twitter gave me balloons for my birthday. That's really nice. That's weird. Twitter like removed one of my links. That's very strange. Alright, there's no echo. Music is fine, blah blah blah. Cool. Streaming, it's hard, okay? What is that icon? A/B test? Ew. Oh, actually, that's pretty cool. Booty boo. You do tags? Oh. You can tag people. Alright. I have no idea how fucking Facebook works. Pew, pew. Excuse me. How do you watch your own stream on... Oh, if I go to my subs, will it be there? Oh, I'm there! Wow, that's so cool. I need to get my plug. Okay, it wasn't as smooth as I wanted, but that doesn't matter. That looks silly. Alright, so let's get started on Soul Reaver. as fair warning, I'm gonna let everyone know that. Okay, so let's get started with Soul Reaver. Now, we'll let everyone know that the game opens with a really long intro cutscene. And, yeah, so there's going to be a lot of talking for the first 10 or so minutes. Just bear that in mind. With that being said, let's get started on Soul Reaver. Alright, welcome to Soul Reaver 2. I'm really excited for this. God, there's no sound. Oh god.
At last.
There we are.
I must say I'm disappointed in your progress.
I hope it's not too quiet.
I imagined you'd be here sooner. Tell me, did it trouble you to murder your brothers?
Did it trouble you when you ordered me into the abyss?
Eternity is relentless, Raziel. When I first stole into this chamber centuries ago, I did not fathom the true power of knowledge. To know the future, Raziel. To see its paths and streams tracing out into the infinite. As a man, I could never contain such forbidden truths. But each of us is so much more than we once were. Do you not feel with all your soul how we have become like gods? And as such, are we not indivisible? As long as a single one of us stands, we are legion. Our futures are predestined. Mobius foretold mine eons ago. We each play out the parts fate has written for us. Free will is an illusion.
I found the tomb of Sarafan, Cain. How could you profane a priest by turning him into a vampire?
How could I not? One must keep his friends close, Raziel, and his enemies even closer. Who better to serve me than those whose passion transcends all notions of good and evil?
The Sarafan were saviors, defending Nazgul from the corruption that we represent. My eyes are opened, Cain. I find no nobility in the unlife you rudely forced on my unwilling corpse.
You may have uncovered your past, but you know nothing of it. You think the Sarafan were noble, altruistic? Oh, don't be simple. Their agenda was the same as ours. You nearly had me, Raziel. But this is not where or how it ends. Fate promises more twists before this drama unfolds completely.
Redeemer and Destroyer, Pawn and Messiah. Welcome, time-span soul. Welcome to your destiny.
Just want to interject while this is going on as well. That is the That is the ending to the first game. If you remember that, I have played that on the YouTube channel before. That is a CGI version and a very condensed version of the fight at the end of the first game that leads into the second game, and the second game picks up immediately from there.
Is the usual question. In your case, when might be more apt?
Very well, you old snake. If you'd prefer I use my bare hands.
Well, this is completely unexpected. This orb disables our vampire enemies, leaving them helpless and incapacitated. Strangely, it seems to have the same effect on that peculiar weapon of yours. But you must believe me. I mean you no harm.
You can drop the benevolent facade, Mobius. I know who and what you are. I should kill you where you stand.
Perhaps you should, my boy. But you don't.
Are you so certain of that, Mobius?
My role as Time Guardian affords me a certain level of omniscience, Raziel. No, you don't kill me. That honor belongs to your maker, Cain, some 30 years from now.
Ah, you two are a pair. You're just as fatalistic as he is.
Death comes for us all, Raziel. It's just a matter of time.
How is it that you know my name? We have never met.
On the contrary, Raziel, I know you very well. And it grieves me to see how cruelly Cain has used you. I knew you when you were one of the Sarafan Brotherhood, Raziel.
Wait a minute, they're not animated. Raziel's not even moving. Just sliding upstairs.
Fortunately,
Hold on, I saw that.
Now to be my ally.
Are we within the stronghold of the Sarafan priesthood?
Yes, but the glorious days of the Sarafan have long since passed, I'm afraid. This is a more cynical and indecorous age. My mercenary army now inhabits this stronghold. We strive to honor the memory of the Sarafan with our own humble crusade.
Is this the vampire Vorador?
Yes, the scourge of the Circle, the most depraved and decadent example of his whole degenerate race. He slaughtered 6 of my fellow Guardians as they cowered defenseless in this room.
And you somehow survived this massacre?
I and 2 others. The Circle was devastated. Only we 3 were spared.
How convenient. You'll forgive me if I don't naively devour every scrap of information you toss me. You have a reputation for deceit.
And who has slandered me so? Your malefactor, Cain? The one who betrayed and destroyed you? Our common enemy? Consider the source before you judge me too harshly. We'll forget about rekindling
Yeah,
our
Twitter.
relationship then.
Consider the source.
Consider an alliance based on our common ground. We both want Cain dead. I can help you do it.
You don't want to meddle in this, old man. I know all about your sordid little schemes, but you're simply out of your depth on this one.
You underestimate me, Raziel. Let me show you. Even now, Cain is lying in wait for you, unaware that I've snatched you out of the time stream and brought you here to me. See how he lingers at the very pillars he is destined to destroy, foolishly confident that he has eluded your grasp.
The pillars are still standing in this time.
Yes, Raziel. They are the embodiment of the divine force which preserves the life of our world. We who serve the pillars maintain their delicate balance, and Cain is destined to be the fulcrum upon which that balance turns. I believe you have already endured the wasteland wrought by his terrible, selfish decision. Cain's very existence is a cancer upon this world. As long as he lives, all of Nosgoth is in peril. You may never again.
Yeah, this follows the events of the first Blood Omen game as well.
But you can re-embrace the essence of your humanity and the nobility of your Sarafan heritage. Go to him, Raziel. and end this. But first, you will need to find your way out of the stronghold, and in this, I'm afraid I cannot help you.
Typical.
My soldiers will not understand your appearance here. They will try to kill you. You needn't fear them, of course.
You tell them.
They're no match for you. Try to keep the casualties to a minimum.
Come on.
But do what you have to do. All great movements require a few martyrs.
Alright, and he just pieced out.
Alone now, I surveyed my surroundings and noticed a second time-streaming chamber. Its entrance identical to the first, but with one distinction. That crystal was significant, but how? I had not yet discovered.
Really interesting that it like shows that, because oh my camera, because that's not relevant now. Like the other chamber there isn't used for ages. This one, oh, you can't move the camera up. How do you play this game? There we are. Oh man, it's like inverted controls. Hold on. Cougar. Alright, I guess we're playing inverted controls. That's fine. I didn't want to enjoy my game anyway. I guess it's always like that and I just didn't realize. But yeah, this is Soul Reaver 2. Welcome in. It's a PS2 game that I have upscaled. And yeah, it looks really good. There is a PC port. I do have it on Steam and GOG. But getting the PC port to run on Windows 11 is damn near impossible. And not even getting it to run, like I got it to run fine, to be honest, but playing it with mouse and keyboard wasn't really an option for me. I'm gonna get my ass kicked here. There we are. Yeah, playing it on PC with mouse and keyboard wasn't really an option for me, so I wanted to use my controller. So this was the best option. The combat is largely the same as the first game. Simple combat mechanics. Except this time you get weapons, which you didn't really get in the first. Well, I guess you kind of did get weapons in the first game, but they were really one-time use. Weapons in the first game are largely one use. Once you use them, it's kind of it. Well, I suppose there was the big long stabby things. I don't know. I guess I'm just talking rubbish. All right. I'm ill. I'm on painkillers. I'm loopy, but it's my birthday and I want to play this game. So just humor me for a minute. So these are Mobius's people, I guess. I'm just keep casualties low, and meanwhile I'm beheading every last one of them pretty much. This is a design room that will perhaps come into play later. And yeah, as I said, I have played the first game on the channel, but I'll let Raziel talk for now.
Stronghold, I discovered evidence of my former nobility and my life as a Sarafan priest. This was the heritage so foully stolen from me when Cain raided my sacred crypt and defiled me.
Oh no, oh no, oh no. Imagine I was doing tech and I wasn't paying attention. Oh god, I'm getting my ass kicked. Although, they're not doing a whole ton of damage, to be fair. Where can they duck my attacks? Come on. Alright, get wrecked. Another beheading. Not Morbius, Mobius. So Mobius the time streamer, causing issues, as always, telling me to kill all of his men pretty much. I should probably do some explanation. So the end of Soul Reaver 1, you end up at Kane's time streaming chamber. It's a time travel device. And that was a weird noise. Whoa. Oh, right. I need to do some tech. Hold on. I have a hotkey set to a button. That one. Let's make it this button. There we are. So yeah, Raziel followed Kane through the time travel portal, and he's ended up here. That's why Raziel was surprised to see that the pillars were still standing in this timeline.
Away from the influence of Mobius's cursed staff, I could feel the strength of the Soul Reaver slowly returning. If that orb was as debilitating to vampires as it was to the blade, it gave Mobius a powerful advantage over his enemies. I finally understood how Mobius's crusade could decimate the vampires so successfully. If he could immobilize his enemies, they were at his mercy. But why, I wondered, would the staff have any effect on the Reaver?
Oh wait, hold on. I need to do more tech. It's so, like, I'm just trying to get used to the stream deck. There we are. Cool, right, okay. Yeah, that's perfect. That's what I need. Alright. Hide and bingo. Alright, all sorted. Back to Soul Reaver, shall we? So now, as the cutscene had said, and I wasn't really paying much attention, oh shit. The Soul Reaver is now back in my life because we are far enough away. Get wrecked. Oh, come on. Come on, I need a weapon. There we are. Why am I having so many issues? There we are. Oh, finally, man. I was having hell issues there. Oh my god. Alright. We got some health back at least. Yeah, so Mobius's wand stick thing stops the Reaver from coming out. Don't know why. But I'm sure it'll get explained later. Or maybe it's already been explained. I don't know. Either way. He's now far enough away that we can use the Reaver, which is cool. Oh, I didn't realize this game had IK. That's pretty cool. You can see like Raziel's feet on the stairs. They're actually like leveled correctly. That's pretty cool. I don't know. I'm sorry. All right, let's move in here, and I believe it's a cutscene.
Stronghold's inner sanctum, a strange sensation crept over me. An indescribable feeling of displacement, a sense of vertigo, as reality itself appeared to warp and bend around me. The disturbance seemed to emanate from the sanctuary's furthest chapel. As I cautiously approached, the sense of dislocation intensified with each step. So this was the tomb of the beloved King William the Just, beatified here as the martyr and catalyst of Mobius's crusade.
I was reminded of Kane's journey as a fledgling vampire. How Mobius coerced him to travel back in history and assassinate William, thus igniting a genocidal hatred of vampires among the citizens of Nosgoth. And here I discovered the source of the displacement. The Soul Reaver itself, laid out like a holy relic, and broken, apparently in the battle between William and Kane. I had not thought such a thing was possible. Until, of course, Kane shattered the blade against me when he tried to strike me down.
Yeah, again, that's a scene that happened in Blood Omen, and then the sword breaking again happened in Soul Reaver.
Became my symbiotic weapon. And so the Reaver met its former self, still imprisoned in this corporeal shell. I watched, mesmerized, as the Wraith blade uncoiled itself and snaked down the length of the physical blade. Embracing its twin, its mirror self, the Reaver's long dormant spirit was now fully aroused. And for the first time, I felt the true presence of this other entity. Willful, ravenous, and deranged from thousands of years of imprisonment. The Reaver was now in command, and I, now merely its helpless host, felt my soul being leached to restore the blade. But the Reaver knew better than to destroy its host, and just as I neared the brink of oblivion, the blade released its hold on me. As I recovered, I realized we were now bound together in a fragile alliance. The Reaver no longer merely my symbiotic weapon, but a sentient parasite competing for control.
What have you done to me, Mobius? Is this your trap?
How mine? Don't forget it was Kane who led you here, not I. While you curse me, the only soul in Nosgoth ready to guide and assist you, Kane laughs at our folly and revels in your dismay.
These blades, now coiled in sinister embrace, have inspired terror in the hearts of creatures far more.
Such a worm-tongued man. I hate him. Little bonk in the head.
I can only imagine what they could do to your soul's fragile shell.
Raziel, I beg you to stay your hand. This was none of my doing. I have sought only to aid you in your righteous quest.
Why, you're trembling, Mobius. Has your confidence abandoned you? You seem to have made a fatal error by leaving your precious staff behind. Is that where all your courage comes from?
Or maybe it was on purpose.
Listen to me, Raziel. You don't know what you're doing. I have taken an enormous risk by appearing here before you, so defenseless, yet eager to prove my good intentions. If there's anything left of the Seraphim in you, you won't do this. While you threaten me, your true enemy eludes you.
Don't concern yourself with Kane, old man. He'll join you in hell soon enough. As you say,
Such a great line.
death comes for us all.
Yes, the wheel of fate demands it.
What did you say?
The wheel of fate. The inexorable cycle of death and rebirth to which all men are compelled. We serve the same God, Raziel. To strike me down would be striking God's own attendant. And I don't believe even you would take that risk.
I tire of your games, Mobius. Now that I know you fear me, I needn't concern myself with you. Kane is waiting for me.
Go then, Raziel. Seek Kane out and destroy him in the name of the one God we both serve. You, who were once a Seraphim priest, murdered, profaned, destroyed, and reborn again from his mercy. You are now most powerfully equipped to be his agent, his instrument of restoration and retribution.
My own vengeance is motivation enough.
By my soul, you almost had me, my little blue assassin. but that'll be the one and only chance you get. I assure you of that.
I could now summon the blade at will, regardless of my strength. But once summoned, the blade's ravenous appetite could not be contained. It devoured the souls of its victims, and if I allowed it to become over-aroused, the Reaver would now turn its hunger on me.
Well, I could already use the Reaver, and my health just dropped drastically. I guess it's because the sword. Yeah, I really think that Mobius was up to something there. What I really love about this as well is, because I know the story of the game and all the implications and stuff, and I'm gonna try and give it to you in a way that doesn't spoil it in a way. But I love that the room is pulsing in the background there, for reasons that we cannot explain just yet. But I just think that's, I look at Raziel's just scratching his head while I give you lore. But yeah, the room is pulsing over there because of reasons. Yeah, what we just did there was we reforged the sword by connecting with it in a way. Raziel, I'll tell you in a little bit actually.
So this was the legendary Janos Ordrin, reputed to have been the most ancient and diabolical vampire to have ever existed. According to folklore, he lived high in the cliffs of Nosgoth's northern mountains and preyed mercilessly on the defenseless villagers below. His reign of terror ended when the Sarafan finally hunted him down and tore his throbbing heart from his still living body. This relic came to be known as the Heart of Darkness, and was supposedly imbued with the power to restore vampiric unlife. The Sarafan therefore guarded it carefully, lest the heart fall into the hands of their enemies. But I wondered, could Janos Ordrin truly have been as monstrous as depicted here? Or was this merely artistic license by the Sarafan, who sought to lionize themselves by demonizing their darkest enemy?
And well, where is that heart now, I wonder? If it can restore vampiric unlife, where is it now? Something we'll have to find out. But yes, in the first game, Raziel was hit with the Reaver, which shattered the blade for reasons that he didn't understand at the time. I don't think he understands at this point either, but oh, you can use the Reaver. I thought you could only use the Reaver at max health. I guess that's just the first game thing. In this game, I guess you can use the Reaver whenever, but when you use the Reaver, you don't gain the souls, because the soul just takes the blade. The blade takes the souls immediately. Anyway, Raziel, your turn.
Strange how my history came full circle. This chapel, I realized, was a memorial to my former Sarafan brethren and myself. All of us martyred here, and then so cruelly profaned by Cain when he imposed his gift on our noble corpses. For the first time, I beheld the image of my Sarafan self, memorialized here among my fallen comrades. It tortured me to see how noble and pure I had been, and what a vile phantasm I had become. And a profound sense of injury, of loss and betrayal welled up in me, so overwhelming I could barely contain it. All I wanted at this moment was to find Cain and destroy him.
Having issues with these gals, because they do some pretty real damage, or they can do anyway. It's just hard to choreograph their attacks, really. Get over here. Get over here. So yeah, these are the human versions of all the vampires that Kane raised in the first game. So we dealt with these guys already. There is Duma, Zephon, Tyrell, and Melchiah. No, Rahab. Oh, there's Melchiah. So Duma, I think, was the big guy you squish. Could be wrong about that. Probably am wrong about that. Zephon, I think, was the big spider boy. You have to throw like the eggs at him or whatever. Tyrell, we haven't actually met Tyrell. He was cut from the first game. But perhaps we can meet him at some point. Rahab, I believe, was the fish that you beat by breaking all the mirrors, the windows, and then hurting him with the sun. Melchiah was the one in the big seat, impaled, and then you have to burn him alive. And they all have like attacks and stuff in the game. You know, they give you abilities when you kill them, which is really, really cool. I feel like I just came from that door. Am I being stupid? Or maybe no, I'm supposed to go this way. So I'm gonna swap my sword. There we are. Because I think this weapon's reach is slightly better. That's why I want it. So this is the Sarafan stronghold, and Raziel and his brothers, when they were human, were part of the Sarafan. The Sarafan are vampire hunters, essentially. They kind of work for the people. And that's really all we know so far of them. Perhaps we will learn more as we go on, but as it stands, we're kind of just traveling through these big empty hallways, huh? With lots of doors. The first game had really good data streaming, but this one's just full of doors.
I emerged, and for the first time beheld Nosgoth in its former glory. The land overflowed with abundant life and vitality, and I knew with certainty then that the world I had left behind was nothing more than the corpse of Nosgoth, a lifeless husk bled dry by the corruption of Kane's parasitic empire. This was the fragile world Kane sacrificed to preserve his own petty life and ambition, heedless of the profound cost. The sight only deepened my resolve. I sensed that the pillars lay to the northwest. If Kane truly waited to confront me there, I would not disappoint him.
Alright, let's go find Kane. What's really cool about this game as well is, you know, when you play things like God of War, especially God of War, the game usually finds a way to remove all of your abilities. This game doesn't do that. You straight up keep all of the abilities that you had in the first game, which I think is so freaking cool. So we can climb walls, we can swim, we can go to Spectral, go through gates. Like, all that stuff we learned in the first game, and it hasn't been taken away. And I just think that's such a cool idea.
This arcane landmark, a wisp of the Reaver's energy was drawn to the ring, illuminating it. This created a beacon of sorts in the spirit world. If ever I found myself depleted in the spectral realm, and my soul tossed on the ethereal winds, these beacons would draw me back to safety and restore me.
I think Soul Reaver is a pretty good example of a game that is bigger and better in a way. In ways, I mean, the first game has probably better puzzles. Like the first game is like a super puzzle heavy game. Don't think this game is as puzzle heavy. But has been quite a while since I've played this, to be fair. So, I mean, I could be talking porkies. I remember one specific large puzzle, but I don't remember where in the game that is. And also, I'm not gonna spoil it, so we'll get to it when we get to it. But I'm not looking forward to it. I'll tell you that much. Also, this time frame, the era that Raziel's in currently, is Blood Omen 1.
These ancient obelisks were mysteriously attuned to my spiritual essence. By simply touching the symbol, I could safely preserve an imprint of my soul, and thus create a milestone to which I could return when weary, and from which I could resume my journey.
It's a save point. Just say it's a save point. Don't gotta be weird about it. Yeah, so this is Blood Omen 1 timeline. So you may see some reoccurring events and similar kind of things that are happening. Hold on, this game is stuttering a little bit. See if there's something I can do about that. Excuse me. Reduce the quality just a little bit. If it still stutters though, I'm just going to put it back up.
Just escaped the stronghold, I sensed that in time my journey would return me full circle to this place. Infiltrating the fortress, however, would be no small feat. The balcony that had provided my escape was now well beyond my reach, leaving this massive gateway as the only means of entry. The gates were sealed, but like the time-streaming chamber I had seen earlier, their operation was undoubtedly linked to that odd crystal mounted above the entrance.
You know, actually, maybe that's not a bad idea. You know, as a game design kind of like thought, it's kind of foreshadowing that I'm going to get an ability that brings me back here.
Here it comes.
Kind of annoying you can't hit. Oh shit. I'm getting wrecked. You know what? Screw you guys. I'm out. Oh no, actually, I wanna try something here. There's something I want to show, but I need health to do that. Shit. I'm dead. I'm dead. Oh my god, I'm not dead. That was really close. Do I get the second soul? I think it's... Oh no, it's still there. Okay, okay, okay. We made it. We made it. That was pretty close. So this section here, I don't know if I can do it. There was a cutscene here in the original versions of the game. Like I'm talking development builds that has, if I remember rightly, it was these vampire hunters killing a vampire, and it was a female vampire, and it was cut from the game for whatever reason, but the cutscene's available online, so you can see it. But I believe the model is still just outside the bounds. Like I think it's just here, but I can't seem to click the camera through, so I guess it's not. We're not gonna see it. I'm pretty sure it's here. But I find that stuff so interesting, you know, like game development stuff. I can't click the camera. I don't know how to do it. But yeah, I find that stuff so interesting. Just know that on the other side of this wall, apparently you can click the camera through, but I can't seem to do it. Just know that there is a vampire hunter, or a female vampire model just outside of this wall. Anyway, let's get a move on, shall we? I think I will kill this guy for health if I can not die. That'd be nice. Oh my god, he hit me on the backswing. Are you serious? Alright, I'm literally back at exactly where I was. Or maybe it's here. I don't know. Somewhere here there was supposed to be a cutscene, and you can see it on YouTube. There's like beta versions, which I think is really interesting. These birds are everywhere, and they seem to be fading away. Wonder why. You know, when you think about it, all these enemies, they don't actually give you anything. There's no money in the game, so you don't actually need to do any fighting, really. Obviously, I'll do relevant fighting, but I don't feel the need to fight everything. I always loved the ASMR of Raziel's like claws on the wood.
These vampires had nothing in common with the deranged jackals I left behind in Kane's derelict empire. They seemed to retain much of their former humanity. In this era, vampires were clearly not the uncontested predators we had been. These creatures were hunted mercilessly and oppressed. And while I still believed that vampirism was a plague and had to be wiped out, there was nothing noble or righteous in this crusade. This was simply ruthless persecution.
Or maybe the female vampire model is just out here. That was a weird noise. I just want to find this fucking vampire model. I don't think I can clip the camera out of bounds anyway, so yeah, nah, it's not gonna work. Just Google it. You can find it. I believe in you. I think I'm actually gonna have to fight them. Get wrecked. Yeah, I have to fight that person because this is a hold lever. I'm gonna quickly do some tech as well. Oh, I should probably do a save state. Hold on. Oh no, the game's not loaded. Hold on. Why is like half the screen gone? Oh my god, it's so slow as well. Let's fix it. Okay. No more tech, you know? I need to stop touching things. I mean, I could put the game in software mode. See how blurry and horrible that looks?
Of Nosgoth, pristine, whole, and uncorrupted. I had never beheld them in this undefiled state, yet something profound and indelible resonated within me at the sight. And there, waiting at the very heart of the pillars, was the canker that was destined to destroy them.
I know you're there, Raziel.
Mobius led me to you, Kane, though I might have guessed you'd meet me here.
And if Mobius told you I was hidden on the underside of hell, would you throw yourself into oblivion to pursue me? Mobius trawls for the ignorant and unwary, hauling his gasping prey from the streams of their destinies. Stay out of his net, Raziel.
Spare me your elaborate metaphors, Kane. I have pursued you here for one purpose. You will pay for your betrayal, and balance will thus be restored to Nosgoth.
And whose will is satisfied then? The will of Raziel or Mobius?
Would I be better manipulated by you, Cain? Now, turn and face me. The chase is over.
This isn't a chase, Raziel. We are merely passengers on the wheel of destiny, describing a perfect circle to this point. We've been brought here for a reason. I have seen the beginning and the end of our story, however, and the tale is crude and ill-conceived. We must rewrite the ending of it. You and I.
Face me, Cain. Even you shouldn't die a coward's death.
Isn't it customary to grant the condemned a final request?
I recall no such courtesy from you.
Indulge me, Raziel. All I ask is that you listen. This is the sublime moment of our undoing, Raziel. The ineffable fulcrum upon which swings the entirety of our history. This is where all of Nosgoth is betrayed. In this instant, Ariel, the Balance Guardian, is murdered by dark forces bent on overthrowing the Pillars. Her spirit is just now tearing free, lost in the ether, trying to find its way here. You have already seen how she comes to haunt these Pillars.
Bound here by your refusal to die. You are the reason this land becomes diseased. As long as you remain alive, you condemn Nosgoth to an eternity of decay.
Be still, Raziel. See this. As Ariel dies, I am being born to take her place as Balance Guardian. Such is my destiny.
My God.
At the moment of my first cry, Ariel's beloved, the Guardian Nupraptor, finds her corpse. Racked with grief and tormented by suspicions of treachery, Nupraptor plunges into a madness which overflows and infects all of the Guardians who are symbiotically bound, including me. The repercussions of Ariel's assassination were expertly calculated. The entire circle descends into madness, and I am tainted at the moment of my birth, instantly rendered incapable of fulfilling the role destiny has prepared for me.
Shall I show you the same mercy you showed the rest of the circle then? You blithely murdered them to restore their pillars, yet your hand faltered when it came to the final sacrifice. What makes you exempt, Cain? You're merely the last man standing. Why condemn me for simply carrying out what you hadn't the courage to do yourself?
Let's drop the moral posturing, shall we? We both know there's no altruism in this pursuit. Your reckless indignation led you here. I counted on it. There's no shame in it, Raziel. Revenge is motivation enough. At least it's honest. Hate me, but do it honestly. 30 years hence, I am presented with a dilemma. Let's call it a two-sided coin. If the coin falls one way, I sacrifice myself and thus restore the pillars. But as the last surviving vampire in Nosgoth, this would mean the annihilation of our species. Mobius made sure of that. If the coin lands on the reverse, I refuse the sacrifice and thus doom the pillars to an eternity of collapse. Either way, the game is rigged.
We agree then that the pillars are crucial and must be restored.
Yes, Raziel. And that's why we've come full circle to this place.
So after all this, you make my case for me. To end this stalemate, you must die so that new Guardians can be born.
Pillars don't belong to them, Raziel. They belong to us.
Your arrogance is boundless, Cain.
There's a third option. A monumental secret hidden in your very presence here. But it's a secret you have to discover for yourself. Unearth your destiny, Raziel. It's all laid out for you here.
You said it yourself, Cain. There are only two sides to your coin.
Apparently so. But suppose you throw a coin enough times, Suppose one day it lands on its edge.
I love that dialogue for lots of different reasons. I don't love how low quality the dialogue, like audio quality, is, but yeah, I just think it's so cool.
I didn't know
Okay.
what impulse stayed my hand, why I had so willingly allowed Cain to escape me when I had pursued him for so long. I had no reason to trust Cain after he had valued me so little, and yet I found myself intrigued by his words. I had been too cruelly used to so gullibly play his pawn, but if this world truly had secrets to divulge, I was determined to expose them.
So yeah, basically, the aim now is that Nosgoth is ruined. Nosgoth is destroyed. It's a wasteland, and the only real way that they can fix it is by having the pillars restored and having new guardians, you know, in their place, basically. This is all Blood Omen stuff. It's all explained in Blood Omen. But selfishly, that doesn't mean that Cain will have to die.
From the moment of my arrival, I had the constant and palpable sensation of being watched. Someone, it seemed, was keenly interested in my presence here.
Yeah, it means that Cain has to die, but he believes there is another way. He believes there is another option. The two options are that it's kind of gone beyond Raziel's revenge at this point, which I find so interesting. It's a bigger picture now. It isn't about Raziel's revenge. It's about, as much as Raziel wants revenge for what happened to him, it's about Nosgoth now. It's about the land. And Raziel, if he kills Cain, it would heal the pillars because it would allow the pillars to create new guardians. But Cain believes there is another way, and I think that there's a kind of love and respect for Raziel and Cain that is on this, like, it's very surface level. Like Raziel doesn't like Cain that much anymore, but he's willing to listen to him for some stupid reason.
From the look of it, this door had been sealed for centuries. I began to realize it was no mere coincidence that I found myself standing here, beneath this winged figure with blue skin and cloven hands so like my own, and bearing this unique key.
My concern is that the keyhole is it's a bit low. Nah, I suppose if the waist is there, I guess it's kind of his knees, but you know, it just looks a bit weird. Anyway,
and
let's.
So it was with a sense of gravity and trepidation that I unsealed that ancient door and crossed the threshold.
Here comes the video gamey problem of this door has never been opened by anyone because no one has the Reaver. Well, I guess at one point someone did have the Reaver. This place is pretty cool. They have these like wraith beings. I don't know if it's ever really been explained what they are, why they exist. They just kind of do. They look really cool though. God, we're gonna do this like 100 million times. I remember doing this run so many times and trying to get to the bottom in one glide, which you can kind of do. Not if you do that, I suppose. I mean, it's quicker to run, but I just think it's cool gliding, you know? If I have the ability, I should be able to glide.
As I entered the chamber, I sensed that it had been sealed for hundreds, perhaps thousands of years. And while this room was clearly built when the pillars were erected, I knew that no human hand could have shaped this place, and that perhaps it had never been seen by human eyes. The surrounding murals depicted a winged race, their features so like my own, but beautiful, where mine were grotesque, and angelic, while mine were demonic. I tried to decipher these images. A great war, but with combatants like none I had ever seen. The pillars, raised by this winged race, who thus defeated their adversaries. The winged beings again, writhing in agony, apparently afflicted with the same bloodthirst I had so recently suffered. And throughout the chamber, inscribed everywhere, images of the Reaver itself. Was this what Cain had urged me to discover? I wondered.
Lies, Raziel. Do not be deceived.
Ah, my ancient benefactor. And I dared to hope we had parted ways forever. Your silence was refreshing while it lasted. No doubt you have a conveniently inexpressible reason for your presence here.
Do not be insolent, Raziel. I am eternally present here and everywhere, now and always. I am the still center of the turning wheel, the hub of this world's destiny.
But perhaps not so omnipotent as you'd have me believe. Your hold on me appears to be tenuous. I no longer seem to need you. Yet I'm guessing you still need me.
This impudence is unworthy of you, Raziel. Do not forget that you have a task to fulfill here. You are indebted to me.
Indebted? You would have me show gratitude for a gift I didn't ask to be bestowed? Do you forget that you forced me to inhabit this vile carcass?
I restored you to yourself, Raziel. It was Cain who destroyed you. The very enemy you've just let slip through your grasp. Do not fail me, my servant.
I serve no one. Not you, not Cain, and not your lackey Mobius.
Mobius is my good servant. I have many.
And if I tell Mobius that he's worshipping a giant squid, do you think his faith will falter?
You have grown willful, Raziel. But beware. To embrace a serpent is to invite poison into your heart. Cain is a sinuous beast. He will seduce and deceive you. You pride yourself on your free will, yet you let that degenerate deter your resolve.
I harbor no illusions about his integrity, nor anyone else's. In fact, I am beset by manipulation on all sides. I merely seek the truth.
These are the fathomless truths, Raziel. The agony of birth and death and rebirth. This is the wheel of fate, the purifying cycle which sustains all life. Vampires are an abomination, a plague which leeches this land of its spiritual strength. They obstruct the flow of life and death. Their souls stagnate in their wretched corpses. But the wheel must turn. Death is inexorable and cannot be denied. Your destiny is irresistible, Raziel. You are my soul reaver, the scourge of the vampires, reaper of their apostate souls.
I roll. Ugh.
Remain steadfast. End the vampire's parasitic curse and restore Nosgoth. Cain's blood belongs on your hands.
Cain indeed deserves to die for condemning me to this repugnant form, but if and when I kill him, it will be for me alone to decide.
Cain destroyed you without a flicker of remorse. He tore the soul from your noble corpse, and after you had served him faithfully for 1,000 years, he discarded you in the abyss on a jealous whim.
Remember your rage, Raziel. Let it guide your hand.
So, I can't remember specifically why, but there must be a reason that the Elder God wants Cain dead. I just can't remember what it is. But there must be something. You know, I've got decent knowledge about Soul Reaver. Probably, you know, I say decent knowledge, probably more than average. I don't know. I love like all the behind the scenes content. I love learning about game development, and I love the voice actors. So I've it's definitely like, you know, I've got a tattoo of the game of or Raziel's symbol. I'm definitely in the ecosystem, but annoyingly, I can't think of why the Elder God wants Cain dead. I could have sworn there was a dialogue sequence here with these paintings, because I mean they're pretty hardcore paintings. Showing something, some kind of war. Maybe it's like if I go back here, maybe? No? Well, either way, I think I'm supposed to go in the war. I do like the dialogue that's, you know.
Destroy Cain.
Alright, not that dialogue. I do like the dialogue that's, how would he feel if he was, worshipping a squid? Because he is. Mobius, ironically, for having so much devotion to the squid boy, he actually doesn't, he's never met him. He doesn't actually know what he looks like. He just worships him. Where the frick do I go? I hate this section because they shoot you. If you're wondering why I'm running past enemies, it's because you don't need to fight them. They don't give you anything, so why bother? Although, ow. These guys in particular don't even have, they don't even have souls. Oh, that's a big statue there. I wonder if that's a monument to the Elder God. Swimming away, swimming away. So I was learning a lot. I was watching a NoClip's documentary about Crystal Dynamics, and learning about their history is really interesting because Soul Reaver is a big part of their history. But so is Tomb Raider. Tomb Raider arguably probably a bigger part of their history now, since they've kind of become the de facto developers for Tomb Raider. But you know, before they took over Tomb Raider, they were working on these Soul Reaver games, and they're pretty, you know, similar designs in terms of swimming and world design and stuff. So, or not world design, but the way that you play the game.
I surfaced into a very different landscape. The daylight barely penetrated the dense canopy of this forest. Here I discovered an ancient ruin, unmistakably one of Mobius's time-streaming chambers, but long ago sealed and abandoned to the encroaching swamp. I didn't currently possess the means to break this seal, but I thought in time that I might.
So welcome to the swamp. That's actually quite funny. If you realize where you are from Blood Omen, this is the same swamp from Blood Omen, and you can see the lanterns from Blood Omen. And if you remember, is it Mobius? Someone tells you to follow the lanterns in the swamp. Oh, hey, Vorador. This is before.
So, my lurking observer was exposed. The creature vanished when he realized he was discovered, but I caught a glimpse of him, and his features were distinctive enough. This was the vampire Vorador, the monstrous assassin depicted in the stronghold. Strange that a creature brazen enough to assault the circle single-handedly would avoid confronting me. Very well. If Vorador would not come to me, I would go to him. But first, I needed to find some means of reaching that terrace.
It's a little high up, huh? Yeah, so in Blood Omen, you literally, the game tells you, follow the lanterns to find... Ooh, where do you go in Blood Omen? I can't remember where. I know in this game where we're going to, but... If you're wondering why I'm doing a weird path, it's because if you walk through those... If you walk through the water, you go, it's super slow. So... Let's do a little save. These save icons as well, I don't know if it was intentional or not, but they look really similar to the ones in Blood Omen. Because the ones in Blood Omen are also big Soul Reaver blade shrines. I think it's really interesting. It's probably by design, it's probably intentional. Considering that you do, you know, this is the same era as Blood Omen. I'm amazed that this torch has actually stayed lit this whole time. Burning him alive is probably not the best thing to do, but he had it coming, alright? Vampire Hunter, he's not a good guy. I was literally about to talk. I was about to say something really cool. It's fine, I'll keep it in mind.
There appeared to be a passage here, leading northward into the mountains. The opening, however, was obstructed and too high for me to reach. Perhaps later I would find the means to bypass these obstacles.
Really, Raziel? Really? Like, that? You're just gonna keep interrupting me to see these pointless things? Well, the point I was going to make was... we've had discussions now with Cain and the Elder God, and both of them have been really quite enlightening, but also very different conversations. One is, you know, Cain being Cain, basically just talking about fate and how everything is written out and predetermined. However, he believes there is another way, and he only says that because he has a time chamber and he believes that he can change things. The Elder God, however, only was kind of narrow-minded.
Was nowhere to be seen, but I found these ruins even more intriguing. I recognized these arcane symbols from the chamber beneath the pillars, and realized that this shrine too was sealed to all but the bearer of the Reaver.
What was I saying? Yeah, the Elder God is kind of like narrow-minded on his revenge for Cain. But Cain and the Elder God have never met, so I don't, or at least as far as I'm aware, they've never met. So I'm not really sure of the meaning behind this stuff. The vibration, by the way, is mad. The controller's going absolute ham. You won't be able to know because I've got a filter on my microphone. Oh, I can't pick up the sword. Never mind then. Well, that's the key for this door. I remember. I don't know if it is this puzzle, But I remember these rooms, or the design of these rooms. I was gonna say I'm gonna need some health pretty soon, but when you go in and out of Spectral, you always come back with full health, so not a concern anymore. I always thought the Spectral realm was really, really interesting in terms of, you know, design and stuff, but in this game in particular, I feel like Spectral's kind of, you know, it's important, absolutely, but I also feel like it's not as featured, maybe? I don't know if that's the right word. It just doesn't, the effect doesn't seem as strong in this game. But that could just be because you don't notice it as much, but yeah, it's this puzzle. I remember this puzzle. Well, I don't remember how to solve it, but I remember it. On the plus side, we'll get maybe have lots of talking. For us to talk, not for the game. I think for the game's kind of done talking for now, because it's a puzzle. I need to solve these puzzles. If I remember correctly, these are this is like a light puzzle, so you have to bounce the light across the rooms into that door to open it. Oh, I just really suddenly got lightheaded. I'm all good now. Oh no, Radziel wants to talk. Fair enough. Let's talk.
Throughout this ancient shrine, murals depicted the winged race, the apocalyptic war against their mysterious and equally inhuman adversaries. These winged beings, it seemed, were not only the architects of the pillars, but of this enigmatic place as well. And just as in the Pillar's chamber, this shrine was adorned throughout with imagery of the Reaver, depicted with the reverence of a holy icon.
So, is the blue creature Raziel, or is it an ancient race? He seems to think it's an ancient race, but you know, he is blue himself. Alright, these guys also have souls. Bit weird. Fair enough. Alright, so this the same painting on the right and the left, just so you can trigger the cutscene on both sides of the room. That's really funny. Although, very cool. I wonder if that's the same animation. Oh my god, I thought that was gonna get back up. Yeah, I wonder if that's the same animation from the first game when you impale them. All right. So big rooms. Big rooms with big objects. And a dish holder. But no doors? No, there's a door there. But that door's not going to open until the sun hits it. So, oh, there's a Reaver door. Okay, let's put this down. Open the door. Open the Reaver door. Oh, of course, because the light will have to hit the room. Okay, so we solved one part of the puzzle. I still feel like we're missing. Oh, it's time. Oh, you can rotate this. Oh. Okay. So now we've got 2 paths to go. We've got the right and the left. Actually, that was pretty cool. Like the stairs warped and stuff. Seems like a lot of work for the artist though. I'll give him that. Okay, so do I want to go down there? Maybe I do. Yeah, I definitely do. There's no other way. Oh no. Oh no. Trying to find the portal. Where's the portal? Thank you, Froster. I didn't notice your message. That's weird. Thank you very much. It is frustrating that I am closer to 30 than 25. That gives me the fear. I was saying to Liam, I was saying to a whole bunch of friends earlier, I think I will celebrate my 30th birthday. I think I'll have a big blowout for my 30th birthday, and then I'll probably just never celebrate a birthday again. But honestly, one of the things I've noticed the most about getting older, right, is I 1000% am more comfortable playing games on easy now than ever before. Like, I much rather play a game on easy than like any other difficulty, and I think it's just because of age. But it depends what kind of games you play, I suppose, because I play games to have fun, so or experience a story. Because I mean, I played through God of War Ragnarok, but I played half the game on normal because I was like, you know what, this is a game, I'm gonna enjoy it, and I'm gonna take my time with it, and I did. It took quite a while, 40-50 hours, and I played half of it normal, and then I was like, you know what, I just want to enjoy this. So I cracked it down easy, and it was great. They look like they move, but I guess they don't. Oh, this one does move. All right, the other one didn't move, but this one does. Talk about an obtuse puzzle. The game doesn't tell you this. You just have to figure it out. This game actually doesn't have difficulty options now that I think about it. It just has one difficulty. Go. You've been dealing with that feeling for half a year now. What, the 30 thing? Yeah, it's not great. So do I? Oh, I see what I'm supposed to do. I thought I was having to turn it a specific way, but there is an open thing over here. Oh. Oh. Oh, right. I need to vocalize my thoughts. I need to move this back. Actually, I'll just push it. There we are. And then the light hits it? No? Oh. See, I don't have... Can I don't think I can open this. Can I open this? Oh, you can open it. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much how... that's the Vince McMahon method is, What's the Vince McMahon quote? Oh, man. You, oh, life sucks, then you die. There we are. What am I doing? Why did I do this? I'm sure there's a reason that I did that. I'm just not sure what it is. I need to go here. I need to turn off rumble on my controller. Holy shit. It's way too much. There's clearly something wrong. Oh, you can't turn it off. Alright, maybe this will fix it? I don't know. Oh, maybe I can... Well, that's not gonna fix it. Okay, I don't think there's a way for me to turn them off, but whatever. Can't believe I'm talking about Vince McMahon in 2020. Dude's a weirdo. I love him, really. Froster, are you doing anything particular today, or are you just vibing? Although I feel like people should be asking me that for my birthday. Well, since I'll probably get it back, I am streaming this for another hour, and then I'm gonna get ready for El birthday dinner. Whoa! You see that soul just rocket across the screen? And yeah, it's just gonna be a chill day because I'm not feeling well still. I feel like I'm never gonna beat this cold. Did you just eat that soul? I want that back. I'm gonna claim that from your stomach. I get in my belly. Well, actually, Raziel doesn't really have a belly, but you know, he's literally size 0. Oh, that's a good idea. I should make a size 0 meme. Is size 0 still a thing? I remember that being like a really big fad in like the mid 2000s or the 10s. But like, I haven't really heard of it since. Is it still a thing? I don't know. I guess because I'm not size 0, I don't hear about it that often. I'm like extra plus size. Cuddly, as some people like to call it. Oh, I remember the trick to this. That's so cool. That's such an inventive way of spectraling as well. I think you do that in the first game a few times, but again, it's such a unique puzzle that it's kind of exclusive to Soul Reaver because there's no other game that does that world shifting ability. There is the medium, which likes to tout that it's, you know, kind of a multi-universe game and all that rubbish, but it wasn't as good as they maybe hyped it up to be. Because they were like, oh, this is, you know, this is a spiritual successor to Soul Reaver in Silent Hill, and it really wasn't. Which is why, you know, Bloober is an interesting developer, but with them taking their helms on Silent Hill kind of worries me a little bit, because they're perfectly fine developers, but good developers, I'm not 100% sure. I know I've heard Layers of Fear is really good, but I've never played them. I've never played the Layers of Fear games, so couldn't tell you. Okay, well, I can definitely tell there's supposed to be something there. So we can move one of these over, right? Nope. Apparently not. Just the one. Right. Okay. So they've all got designs on the wall. You'll see there's this one and this one, but this wall does not have that, which means that we'll need to make it. And it opens up. Now that's really cool that it opens up, but how do we get up there? That's how we get up there. Very simple game, you know? And that'll take us to the dish. But where was the dish supposed to go? Oh, the other side of the moon. We're supposed to create an eclipse. Bit forceful, Raziel, but fair enough. Yes, create an eclipse. The dish is through there. So maybe if I drop it, can I drop it, you think? Or is it gonna like despawn? Yeah. Oh no, yeah, I don't go that way, I go this way. Oh, it opens for me. Didn't think that one through. I was totally ready to like drop it and prepare like a whole adventure to get back here, but guess I don't need to do that. All right, so we're gonna create an eclipse, not an eclair. My brain almost said an eclair. We're not creating an eclair. We are gonna create an eclipse. Now I need to get the light to bounce here. Oh, I need to get the light to bounce towards the moon, perhaps. Or not. The part of me was thinking I need to align the lights in a certain way that brings the light down here. But how do I do that exactly? There'll be something I'll have missed. Didn't think about. Maybe if I turn this back or something? I'm not really sure. Oh, I'm gonna have to fight them. Maybe? Maybe? Nope. No souls. Gonna have to fight them. That's fine. Oh, there's a soul. Is there like a mathematical range on the souls? I've never really checked. I mean, clearly there is, because I wasn't drawing it in, but... I just realized there's a really cool effect on Raziel's body as he shifts back into the material realm. I've never actually seen it before. Son of a bitch. Get wrecked. Get wrecked. Get wrecked. Get wrecked. So as the Reaver devours more souls, it actually gets stronger. So... yeah, as the Reaver eats more souls, it gets stronger, which is... And then, once that bar around my health bar fills, it will start taking away my life. As Raziel was saying earlier, it starts devouring his soul. Once it becomes too aroused. Oh yeah, see, there's like a dish there. Yeah, so I think I've done this room. There was obviously the other room I haven't done. I just took a picture. Oh god. It just took a picture of me because I had to reset it. That was so funny. Oh, my voice is so shot. Like, I can't be loud and I can't speak without sounding like really nasally American. Ugh. I mean, I'll probably sound nasally American best days anyway, but hey, people are liking my tweet. just put a tweet saying it's my birthday. I'm playing Soul Reaver with my really nice thumbnail that I made. People on YouTube will have saw that. People on Twitch will see it later. No, we're not fighting there. Going the wrong way there. I feel like it's a left turn, but it's not. All right, so we're back here. Fighting does feel a little pointless in this game. Not gonna lie. You know, when I was younger, I was like, yeah, okay, you know, fighting, cool. But now that I'm older and I kind of have a game design mind, I'm like, well, why do you fight in this game? You literally get nothing for it. You don't get, I mean, you get health, but your health is draining such a negligible amount of like health per minute anyway that it doesn't really matter. My cat is trying to break into the room, by the way. Hey, Tifa. Oh, she's in. Kinda weird, but fair enough. Oh man, I do not feel well. But I've been craving streaming for the last couple days, and I've held off because I've not been feeling well. And today I was like, God damn it, I am streaming. Really? Am I okay? Nah, I've got a cold or a flu or something, but I mean, it's not COVID. I can tell you that much. Because I've done 2 tests now, and I just had it for a while now, but I'm definitely in like the I'm in the dregs. I'm getting there. What am I trying to say? I'm at the end of it, you know, like it's blah, blah, blah. It'll just be a couple more days before I'm 100%. I've just been trying to think about whether I should actually go out for dinner or not tonight, because if I do go out for dinner, I'm going to be coughing all over people's foods. Fuck. I didn't mean it. Fuck. Didn't mean to come through this way. Now I need to do all that again. Oh, this door opens. That would have been good to know earlier. Wait, how do you get up? Oh no, we've been up there. There must be a room I'm missing. Yeah, there must be a room I'm missing. I'm just not sure where. There's this thing on the roof, but I don't think I can shoot that yet. Yeah. Also to have I eaten well? Not today. Well, no, actually I have. I had 2 bananas and a wrap. And then we're going out for dinner later, which I guess is maybe not amazing good, but you know, take what you can get, I suppose. There must be something in this room I've missed. There must be something. There's this fire, but it doesn't seem to do it. It's just room decoration. Doesn't even lift me. Nothing at the end of the room. There's nothing up here either. Oh yeah, I think the rumble is fixed. Forgot to say. I don't know what option it was on, but now I've put it onto the X input and it's not too bad. I mean, it's still a very hard vibration, but it's not like it continued for way longer than it should have. There must be something in this room I'm missing. There's this here. I can't move the. Yeah, I can't move this one. Can't move that one. Wait a minute. Maybe I can move this one around. It doesn't let me. Shit. I just feel like I'm missing something here. Well, I clearly am, but like, where does that point to? There's like nothing down there. This doesn't seem to do anything. I almost fell and died. You all saw that in real time. These bloody puzzles. I was like, oh yeah, the puzzles in this game aren't that bad. And I'm literally stuck on like the end of this puzzle. There must be something here I'm missing. Right, I'm gonna head back to the end of the puzzle and see, like, the room with the moon. See if there's something there, because I must be missing something. I must be. Looking. I would have thought you had to get a light from both sides into that chamber, and then the light will come down the middle. But for some reason, when you turn it that way, there's just like no light. But why is there light going left and right? Where's it bouncing from? Well, the light needs to bounce off the crystal, actually, to hit that. So maybe there's something here I'm supposed to do. Yeah, because the light goes that way. So if I open this... I think it was already facing that way. There's also, like, nothing for it to really hit out here. I'm gonna head back up. Maybe there's something I missed. Well, I obviously have. Okay, we don't need to go that way. We've gone that way like 100 times. There's nothing there. I believe, yeah, you can climb up these walls and get up to the higher path. And then you can jump over this way. But then is there anywhere else I can go? No was the answer to that. I got scared there because he didn't jump when I pressed jump. Input delay, yay. And then there's this crystal here, but I can't activate it because I don't have the Reaver upgrade yet. I need to get the light upgrade for that. Spoilers. That's fine. And I can't put the Reaver in there yet because... oh, the light needs to hit it. But the light can't hit it until everything's all powered up. And there's no way light's coming through there. The light doesn't travel that way. Unless... there's this thing here. Just a prop for the eclipse. Now I've put the dish there, I can't interact with that either. There's nothing above me to interact with. Well, there is. Like a reflector dish. There. But I don't think I can interact with that. That keeps moving. It's weird that this has two lights, but then it is for the bridge. Maybe I've missed something on the right here. I'm not gonna rule it out. I've not been up here in Spectral. You can never do anything in Spectral though. You can't lift anything. Wait, can I climb up there? Oh my god. Oh, right. Solved. Solved. It's okay. I've figured out the problem. Ah. That wasn't the soul I was expecting, but it was really nice of them to wait for me while I was devouring the soul. All right, problem averted. All right, I was being a dumbass, but I am now no longer a dumbass. Please don't hit me. Please don't hit me. Fuck's sake. It was actually really nice of them. Alright, can we... So we... Yeah, okay, yeah. We can climb up there. I'm such a dumbass. I guess I just didn't open the door. Or do whatever I need to do here. Huh? Mm. Ah, there we are. Right, okay, and that will illuminate the dark side of the moon, create the eclipse, and then light up the forge. I don't know what you just heard, but I've got hell of vibration going on here. All right, I thought this was a light forge. Is this a dark forge? I know this game had a lot of cut content. There was going to be like a ton. There was going to be like a ton of forges, and they got cut for time.
As I neared the altar, I suddenly felt the Reaver quickening of its own volition. Just as in William's chapel, the balance of power tangibly shifted. Voracious and willful, the Soul Reaver was now in control, and I, merely its helpless puppet. The Reaver plunged itself into that mysterious altar, and devouring the energy that emanated from within, drained this place of its power. Thus sated, the Reaver released me, and I realized as I recovered control that these ancient shrines were forges, each purpose-built to enhance the Reaver with elemental power.
All right, health upgrade and Dark Reaver. Awesome. That can't be used there, can it? No. So you need the Light Reaver to activate those crystals. So in the first game, there was going to be like different forges for different elements, but they all got cut out, and I think only one remained. I think it was the Fire Reaver, and it's not even used in the game.
I understood the purpose of the mysterious basins I had seen throughout my journey. They were elemental fonts, each attuned to a fundamental essence. When I forged the blade, every font in Nosgoth with the same elemental attunement was simultaneously quickened. The Reaver's enhancements were never permanent, but these fonts enabled me to re-imbue the blade by bathing it in the elemental energy distilled therein.
Yeah, the first game had lots of different, or it was going to have different elements, but they all got cut for different reasons. So they were reworked into this game. But I think this game also had cut Reavers.
Concentric circles, one eclipsing the other. I recognized this symbol from the door sealing that other ancient shrine, the one I had seen in the lake outside the Sarafan stronghold. Perhaps now, armed as I was with the elemental power of darkness, I could return and gain entry.
All right. So apparently I'm supposed to go back to the Seraphon Stronghold. I don't remember a door outside the Seraphon Stronghold. I will, I'll take his word for it though. Oh, that's cool, Froster. Thanks for popping in. I'm only gonna be live for the next half hour anyway. So it's chill. Thanks, Froster. I also hope I get better soon. 'Cause I'm like annoyed that I'm ill. It's been so long. Like, body, get the fuck over it, you know?
You're a ragged excuse for a savior.
Vorador.
I see my reputation precedes me.
It does.
All good, I hope? I've been watching you since you emerged from that accursed stronghold. Strange that your arrival coincides with the corruption of the Pillars. But I'm wondering, are you the catalyst of these events? Or the answer to them?
I don't know what you mean.
I will speak plainly then. I distrust your origins, stranger. Seeing you crawl from the putrid depths of Mobius's keep makes me question your purpose here. And what should I make of your appearance? Not human, clearly, and more demon than vampire. And the Pillars. It is no mere coincidence that your arrival in that clearing heralded the Pillars' decay. And so I ask you plainly, are you the instrument of the Pillars' destruction or their salvation?
Neither.
Very well. Let us look at the other side of the coin. I have followed your journey and watched as you blindly
Coins this,
unlocked
coins
secrets
that. It's always
that
about the
have been
coins.
sealed and forbidden for thousands of years. The path you have been treading is open to only one being. You don't know what you are, do you?
I have been many things. If you find me ignorant, enlighten me.
What's the point? This world is beyond redemption. Let the human cattle have it.
I would expect better than meek capitulation from you.
Centuries of persecution have taught me well. 500 years ago, our race was nearly exterminated by the fanatical crusades of the Seraphon. And now the same sick drama unfolds again. In merely a decade, Mobius's cutthroat citizen army has nearly accomplished what the Seraphon could not. Vampires meddling in the affairs of men. Look where it's brought us.
What am I to make of these secrets I've uncovered, then? The depictions of the winged race, the Pillars, and the Reaver.
Fairy tales, boy. The delusions of an ancient culture clinging to hope long after the world had discarded them. Their bloodline trickled away until only one of the ancients remained, sustained solely by obligation and his unfaltering faith in the old prophecies. But you see, even if you are who you appear to be, it no longer matters. You're simply too late. Janos Audron, the Reaver Guardian, the last of the ancients, and my maker, was murdered by the Seraphon nearly 5 centuries ago. He alone would have the answers you seek, but his secrets died with him. I don't know how you've come even this far without his guidance, or without the Reaver, stolen these 500 years ago by the Seraphon. I'm afraid, my friend, that you and all of us are out of luck.
I had no less reason to trust Vorador than anyone else I had met. In fact, the ancient vampire was the most forthright being I had encountered thus far. If Janos Audron was the key to all this, then I would find him, and Mobius's time-streaming device would provide me passage.
But first, I had to find a way back into the stronghold. And I suspected I would find the means within the lake's mysterious shrine.
I love that Raziel and Kain, or sorry, Vorador and Kain are extremely similar characters. And not that they like talk the same, it's just that they seem to have the same
Here it comes.
kind of ideals, you know? It's maybe like they have the same vision, but they don't execute it the same. And I just find that so interesting. I hate navigating this section. Like, it's just so confusing. I need to go back to Squid Games. Can't remember where he is. You can't mash quicker to swim quicker. You can do this, which is a little bit faster, but not a huge ton. Right or left? Right or left? Right or left? Oh no. Left. Yep, that's the right way to go, I think. Yeah, this takes me down to Squid Boy. And I believe there's more dialogue, so see you.
Ah, my wayward child returns.
Having unearthed more than you'd like, I suspect. What am I to make of these ruins that litter the land, and these images here in this chamber?
Merely the deceits of a failed civilization. You are being misled, Raziel. This ancient race hoped to manipulate the future with these scrawled misdirections. You must tread carefully. There are dark forces at work in this world, bent on subverting your true destiny.
I have no doubt of that. The question is, am I in their presence right now?
Your arrogance will spell your demise, Raziel. Deny my will, and the arc of your destiny will reach a sudden conclusion.
Your threats are unmoving. Even now, I'm beyond your reach.
My reach is longer than you realize. This is a very dangerous game you're playing, Raziel.
I love how in the first game, the Elder God and Raziel, they kind of have a bit of back and forth, but for the most part, you know, they're mostly on decent terms. But in this game, they're just like fuck you, like they just hate each other. I think it's a really interesting, natural kind of progression of their dynamic. And Raziel constantly, and he's right to. I think Raziel constantly questions the Elder God's motivations because the things he's asking don't make sense, and they're not good things either. So definitely always question someone's motives when they ask you to, you know, kill someone. So apparently, according to Raziel, there is a Sarafan. There's a door at the Sarafan stronghold. Another concern is that. Oh no, that's fine. Oh no, back to the pillars. Is someone going to be here to disturb me? Talk more? Anyone? Hello? No one? Alright. What I really like as well is the landmass of this game really does fit the design of the first Blood Omen game. There's a few creative decisions made, obviously, but you know, it fits fairly well. Another thing as well is that modders who have taken the map from Soul Reaver 1, they have overlapped the map from Blood Omen 1 to Soul Reaver and found that, like, you know, the geography matches. So people who designed the maps for Soul Reaver definitely, like, took their time to learn the landscape, really. Can't remember where the frick I'm going. I've got a little doggo nibbling at my heels. Not in a good way.
Get him!
So is there a way to find this door? I think the door is over, like, the water. It's just in a way that I never went. Yeah, so here we are back here. I think it's over to the left, but I just never went that way because I did notice this earlier. There's like this little bit over here. There was actually a person there as well. It was quite interesting. Can we not do this? Shit. Yeah, maybe it's up here. Or maybe it's not up here. Is this just another pathway? It leads to that forge. Whoa, I've never looked up before. Huh. I mean, it's not a nice skybox, but... Well, I mean, it is a nice skybox. It's just very low res. Unless it's that crystal there. Am I supposed to hit that crystal? There he is. Fell down. Yeah, that's... Hmm. Hmm. A doorway near the Sarafan stronghold. It takes a Reaver. That isn't back here. I mean, it's not a big map. You think I would... I think I would know. Oh, did it mean... Did it mean break through that wall? But it did tell me to go back to the Sarafan stronghold. Alright, well, we're going on an adventure, lads. Oh, and I'm gonna go back into the Spectral realm as well, so that totally screws me up. Well, I mean, it's fine. The Spectral realm's fine. It just means that I'm gonna lose the Dark Reaver, which is fine. I'm sure there'll be a forge nearby. A forge, a font? I don't know. I'm gonna call them forges. I guess he does call them fonts in the game. I don't know. You know what I mean. I'm just gonna have to find a thing for the Reaver. I actually don't overly like the Reaver design in this game. Raziel's Reaver, that is. I think the one in the Defiance looks amazing, like the third game, because it basically just looks like the Reaver, but attached to his hand. Whereas in this game, it just kind of looks like a line. I mean, the Dark Reaver looks better than the blue one, like just the generic Reaver. But yeah, I need to see what the other ones are. Like, there's a fire one that we'll get eventually. That's the main one that I remember, but I know there's others. Oh, that ASMR. Oh, so nice. If I had headphones right now, I'd be swimming. Oh. Sorry, I'd had enough of your dog. Your dog was annoying me. Bee. Yeah, we're gonna have to go to Spectral to get back up to that area. Okay, I mean, Vorador has too many ravens, man. There's like lots of ravens up there. I love the creative choice to not have the Reaver shift in Spectral as well. Like the Reaver, the pillars don't change shape or size or anything in the Spectral realm. I don't think they did in the original either, but I could be wrong. I just wonder if it's an intentional choice or not. I mean, it probably is. A lot of things in this game are intentional. Alright, back to the swamp. I think I did unintentionally go the wrong way. Because perhaps I was supposed to open the door with my newfound abilities. Does the Dark Reaver have a stronger blast? I don't remember. Oh, I have to go through all this crap again? Fine. That's fine. It gives me a reason to glide down those stairs again. Oh no, I didn't glide. Fuck. Ah, well. You still get some nice footstep ASMR. There I get to mash A, X. There's a good view of Raziel's taint. Thanks for that game. Up. Uppies. Uppies. I keep getting lots of invitations from Twitch RPG. Twitch RPG, if you didn't know, is a survey system that Twitch does, and if you some of them offer bits for completion of surveys, but they email me like every day about a new survey. But the thing is like Twitch doesn't even add that many new features, so I don't know what they're surveying about. Unless they just try to cover all their bases, but... Blah. Alright, we're back in the swamp, finally. I need to find myself a font. Yeah, see, that didn't do anything. Well, there's a prime example of why you don't walk in the swamp. I know where we are now. I walked right past that time streaming chamber.
Over there! Die, fiend!
To arms!
I just need to find a Dark Reaver font. Once I find a Dark Reaver font, I'm gonna go back to that time streaming chamber. That's not one? God damn. There's a Dark Reaver font right up at the thing. At the doorway for the what we just did. Like the big puzzle room. Whoa. Hello. Is that a doorway? No, it's closed. Oh god. Hello. Yeah. Oh, there's not a font here. So how do I get the Dark Reaver back? Can I go back in here? I don't know if I can. Can't. This is a problem. The game did point me in that direction, but there's no... I don't have a Dark Reaver now. So that's my biggest problem, is that I don't have the Dark Reaver. Which means it's now time for my best friend in the world, Google, to help me out here. Dark font in swamp. Excuse me. Run through I haven't been there yet. Oh. Okay, we've done the light. Well, we've not done the light forge yet. Have we done the light forge? No, the dark forge is what we just did. Oh, swim under the wall. Oh, I have to go all the way back. It never ends. Hey, Sylv, thank you very much. Wait, is there a quick way back? I don't think so. But yeah, there's this. Ah, whatever. It doesn't matter. This is where we need to go. So we're going all the way back. But yeah, thank you, Sylv. Man, I am old now. 28 years old. I mean, it's not that old, but you know, closer to 30 than 25, and that gives me the fear. Been saying that quite a lot today. But I'll be heading off shortly. I'm gonna get to the next story beat, figure out where I'm going, and then I'm gonna head off. Start getting ready for birthday dinner, which I have no idea what it'll be. But I'm still torn about whether I should go out or not, because I'm not feeling well. So like, if I go out, I'm just gonna end up coughing on people's foods, which I don't care. You know, fuck other people, right? But you've been 28 for a couple months now. It's a feeling. I mean, realistically, it doesn't. You know, life goes on. Nothing's gonna change. Just a number. You figure scaring them. Cat's like moving the door, and it makes me think there's like a ghost. Yeah, so we came back here, we had a conversation with Big Squid Game. Elder Squad. Elder Squad? Oh my god, that's amazing. You should just be called Elder Squad from now on. And to go back all the way back to the Seraphim Stronghold, which is where I've been. To swim under the wall, which is something that you are supposed to do, but I forgot. Alright, so basically we'll get back to Seraphim Stronghold, and I'll call it there for today. But hey, a cheeky 2.5 hour stream. I think the game's only like 7 hours long, so yeah. I've been planning out my streaming schedule for the next month, basically. So yeah, like I'm pretty flex for a while, but Marvel's Midnight Suns comes out on the 2nd, which I'm gonna use my birthday money on, which I'm quite excited for. And then Crisis Core comes out on the 15th. So I want to be playing, or sorry, the 13th. So I want to be playing that as well. And then on the 16th, we go to Nottingham for the video game expo. And then after that is the week of Christmas. So it's a busy month. We're also starting to plan the charity stream for next year, for Liam's charity stream. I mean, we've been planning it for a little bit, but we're going to start getting a lot heavier planning into the new year. Oh, hey, Liam. What am I saying? I'm saying that we're planning shit in the next year. Oh, so spoilers. Spoilers, you're planning shit. Oh, God. But yeah. I just hope Nottingham is a good experience. It should be fun. I think it's one of those things that you dread until you do it. So, you know, I'm not a traveler. I don't overly like traveling, so, you know, something like traveling to Nottingham for 8 hours on a bus is kind of giving me the fear. But I'm sure once we're actually in it, I'm playing Marvel Snap on the bus, I'm watching videos, I'm sure we'll be fine. You're lurking. That's fine, lurk away, but I will be going off very soon. Oh my god, stop hitting me, please.
Take the beast down.
Alright, apparently you have to go under the wall. Now, I would have known that if I had a brain cell, but I don't. The question is, where is the hole? The question that every man is asked once in their life. Where is the hole? There it is. Alright, lads. Found the hole. I get to keep my badge. Oh god. Ah, right, okay. See, I was literally thinking, oh man, I found the door, but oh wait, I don't have the right Reaver. That's sorry. But I don't remember seeing this door at all. Did they highlight it? They didn't talk about it. Raziel talks about fucking everything in this game, and he didn't talk about this door that I was supposed to find. Alright, I'm gonna save state. I haven't saved in a while. I would have actually cried so hard if that had froze and stalled. I would have cried. Alright, I recognize this location. This is the... I'm like 90% sure this is the Light Forge. I'm gonna leave it there for today. Oh man. I fucking love this game. It's so good. All right, where do we go? Where do we go? Do you know, on console, there is a way to find streamers that are like smaller communities, but on PC you can't do that. So, oh well. But I'm gonna shift you over to Eggs for Sale. She's playing Marvel Snap. She's really cool, and yeah, I hope you enjoy. All right, see you guys in the next one.